Let's call a spade a spade. Tech, it doesn't always make our lives better. A lot of times it has made our lives just massively worse. So today I'm going to do something different and I'll be counting down the tech that has ended up making our lives miserable. Number 10, the interactive voice response. Ever called a company and been asked to press 1 to speak to sales, 2 to speak to support? Ever been stuck in a loop, unable to get through to a human? And even when you finally get to speak to a human, the first thing they ask you is to enter your identifying information, even though you just entered it. Welcome to the wonderful world of interactive voice response technology. These systems are beyond frustrating and the entire human race is just losing productivity being stuck on the phone with these. Unfortunately, companies, they don't value your time and they don't care about the brand damage these are causing. Why? Because using IVRs is seen as the norm. There are so few companies that have taken the opportunity to lead with call us and speak to a human. It's a real potential for just differentiating your company. Now, with skyrocketing inflation and increases in income inequality, the cost of licensing this technology and just paying the tech workers to administer it, it may cause a reverse of this, as wages for call center staff, they've been pretty stagnant. Number 9, the pop-up. Probably the most annoying user experience ever invented. Most people, including me, we are so conditioned to just click next to dismiss these things as fast as we possibly can, we can't even consume what's written on them. This can lead to accepting something that we don't intend to, and later having to spend countless hours trying to reverse it. But what's worse is companies intentionally misusing these, and of course they do. Trying to trick you by swapping the location of the buttons or by having a tick box just pre-selected. That way you end up opting into something that you just don't want. And then there are pop-ups on pop-ups on pop-ups. But I believe the worst offenders are those from antivirus software. Computer manufacturers have been bundling these free trials of Norton & McAfee with your new laptop. Realistically, these manufacturers are getting paid by these nefarious companies to include them. These pop-ups are specifically engineered to scare you that your computer is at risk and you must purchase one of their subscriptions. Well, guess what? Windows already comes with antivirus. You don't need these. What Norton & McAfee are doing here is just as bad as what the scammers do that they claim that they are protecting you against. Trying to trick you into spending your money on a security service to fix a non-existent problem. Oh, and if you think disabling notifications on Windows will stop these things, they don't. Their notifications don't use Windows notification tech. They slip right through. Check out this crazy pop-up that literally just prevents you from using your laptop. This should never ever happen on a laptop that you just paid $1,000 or more for. Number 8, templated emails and messages. You could just change the person's name and a small number of details, then bam, send the same email to thousands of people, making them feel like you were speaking to them just genuinely and personally. Guys, a generic email with products currently on sale, at least I know what it is and I can ignore it. These momentary tricks with a templated email of, "Hey Josh," it just disappoints me and completely wastes my time. Sending those kind of emails, it really does show that you're not a person who puts in any effort. Anybody sending these to me, your messages, they will be immediately marked as spam and you'll just be blocked. If you're in marketing and still sending these stupid kind of emails, stop. Same goes for reaching out to people on LinkedIn. It really does leave a terrible first impression. Number 7, user reviews. When online reviews first launched, guys, they were a game changer. Finally, we could see what people actually thought. But almost overnight, review farms popped up where you could buy fake reviews. This quickly led to crappy products appearing at the top of our search results. The average review of a product on Amazon is now 4.2 stars. Seriously. I've received letters with products that I bought from third-party Amazon sellers begging me to reach out to them rather than leave a negative review. They've even offered to pay me for it. Why not just make your product better? Well, you're disincentivized to do that because you'll be going up against others that are faking their reviews. Anyway, it's not just Amazon. Local businesses can easily rise to the top of Google with only a few fake positive reviews. Many local businesses, they don't have enough customers posting reviews online, so it's pretty easy to overtake them. On the flip side, there is review bombing. If small businesses get 1 or 2 bad reviews, it can really crush them, and there is very little recourse. Number 6, online marketplaces. Don't we love them? When Amazon allowed third-party sellers onto their website, we were flooded with cheap knockoff products, often ones of much lower quality. There are tons of videos online from business gurus showing how you can get rich quick as a third-party Amazon seller. Find cheap products overseas, market them as high quality using fake reviews that I just mentioned, and drop ship them. I wonder how these businesses are doing in this new tariff world. Other large retailers anyway, they followed suit like Walmart and Newegg. This has created just a lot of stress for us as buyers. Is the product I'm ordering actually legit? Will the warranty or return policy be as good? Several third-party sellers even ship return products back to you as new ones. Now, rather than solve this problem, retailers have doubled down, realizing that they can make even more money. How? By selling the first couple of spots in their search results as sponsored results. Number 5. Photo filters. According to a study from 2021 in the UK, 90% of women admitted to using photo filters before posting pictures online, and apparently we men were catching up. Having to feel like we need to live up to these artificially stunning people can just lead to extreme anxiety, body dysmorphia, and is really just ruining the dating world. The amount of dates that I've personally been on where the person I'm meeting looks nothing like their pictures is ridiculous. Guess what? We're both going to find out what we actually look like on a date. Let's not start off with a lie, it just wastes everybody's time. But it gets worse. Filters, they warp our view of ourselves. We look at our filtered photos and believe that we're more attractive than we are. We then reject people for not being attractive enough. I'm really calling a spade in this video, folks. Number 4, AI. AI, it's both a blessing and a curse. This is such a big topic, folks, that I'm actually going to break it up into 2 parts, AI in social media and then tools like ChatGPT. AI used in social media is the tech that keeps you scrolling on TikTok, always showing you content that is most interesting to you, but there are huge problems with the way it is implemented. Firstly, it is an echo chamber. You are constantly hearing voices that reinforce your opinion. It is rare that you're exposed to other people's perspectives and even different facts that may change your opinion. This, I believe, is one of the key reasons that Americans are becoming so distant from each other politically. Secondly, we as humans click on outrageous content, and when content is wrong, we engage by correcting it with a comment. AI in social media rewards content with increased engagement. This encourages people to create content that stretches the truth, takes information out of context, or outright lies. In fact, with YouTube, they've removed the dislike button, which was key to identifying when content was garbage. Lastly, AI in social media, it encourages us to overspend. If you're watching a video of a YouTuber hyping up a new camera, you will be pummeled with more. Hearing voices over and over again saying how amazing this new product is, it can lead us to buying something that we don't need and we can't afford. But AI has gotten worse with this new breed of tools. I want to be clear, ChatGPT can be immensely helpful if used correctly. We use it right here to convert video scripts into articles for our website. But you have to be careful. These tools, they can speak with confidence but are often wrong. There are 2 main reasons. Firstly, it doesn't know the difference between real reviews and fake ones, like companies over-exaggerating what their products are capable of. For example, if you ask ChatGPT what a laptop is like between the time it has been announced but before any independent reviews have been published, its answer will be based on marketing material produced by the company making that product. This is going to be biased and likely misleading. How often have you heard one of these AIs respond with, "Hey Josh, it's too early to be conclusive and real reviews haven't been published yet, so here's what the manufacturer claims." Never. Companies they often mislead us with exaggerated marketing claims. AI, it just amplifies this problem. Secondly, AI gets it wrong a lot. Take a recent script to article conversion of ours using the latest ChatGPT. It said the powerful laptops, including the MacBook Air, have worse fan noise than other thin and lights. It got confused. Most laptops that are powerful like the Air do have fans and they produce fan noise. The MacBook Air though, it doesn't have a fan, so it produces no fan noise at all. If we didn't check this before posting, people may have bought the wrong laptop. Right now, you cannot treat AI as correct, not without verifying its sources. If I hear one more person say, "ChatGPT says," like it's a fact, I think I'm going to explode. Seriously, I've had friends just argue with me as to which 2025 laptops to buy, telling me ChatGPT said this one. I'm like, mate, ChatGPT uses my testing as inputs to make its decision on. The laptop that it's recommending to you, it hasn't even been released to reviewers yet. No one knows if it's good or bad. Number 3, bots. Want to post a couple of fake reviews to drum up interest in your product? There's a bot for that. Want to post some comments or likes to make it seem like your videos are more popular? There's a bot for that. Want to scam people out of their hard-earned cash? Guess what? There's a bot for that. Bots are becoming so sophisticated that they are increasingly hard to identify, especially when you combine them with AI. The first couple of comments on almost all my YouTube videos are now from bots. Right now, they're easy to identify. Real porn stars, guess what? They rarely comment on my laptop reviews, surprisingly. But as AI gets better, we may not be able to recognize these. In fact, in 2024, about half of all internet traffic was from bots. We're heading towards a world where most traffic on the internet will just be AI posting fake content to get views and AI bots responding to that content to drum up engagement. All so that the content producer can seem more valuable to advertisers and make more money. This is going to make the internet so awful to use that people, they may actually go back to communicating in person. Crazy, I know. And talking of meeting in person, this leads nicely to my next tech. Number 2, dating apps. There is no doubt that for many people, dating apps have made dating dramatically worse. The vast majority of likes on these apps are being funneled to a very small number of people. Here's my analogy of it. If you go shopping at a car dealer and all cars are free, guess what? Most people will walk out with the same one of the top 3 cars. On a dating app, there is essentially no cost to liking someone, so everyone sends their likes to the same profiles. And what constitutes a likable profile is heavily focused on a very small number of dimensions. If you're a man, it's about your photo, height, age, and job. For a woman, it's even worse, photo and age. So if you are a nice person but you don't have the best photo, good luck with that one. This is only amplified by the use of filters like height. The average man in the USA is 5'9". It is estimated that 80% of women here have a filter set to 6' men or taller. The majority of guys in this country are undateable. They don't even show up. This tends to lead to many people getting no likes and feeling depressed and miserable. While a small number of people, by the way, have so much choice they can't even make a decision, as there is always a better option. This leads to terrible situations, people using one another for short-term purposes, and even if you get into a relationship thinking that at the first sign of trouble, you can just leave and find someone better. The apps create this false sense of confidence that there is always someone that is better a swipe away. This is a really unhealthy thing to have in the back of your mind while entering a new relationship. But it gets worse. Using our lovely bot technology, many scammers are now invading these platforms, attacking those lonely people who aren't getting many matches and are just desperate to feel wanted. Number 1, autodialers. Autodialers get my award for the worst tech. With the advent of messaging, receiving a phone call is now something very personal. It's reserved for loved ones, family, and close business associates. Getting a call from someone trying to sell you a car or an insurance policy is such an incredible invasion of privacy. But what really propels this to the number 1 spot is that it has become the primary weapon of scammers. The ability for them to not only dial huge populations but spoof their numbers so it looks like it's coming from a legitimate source makes it so much worse. Scammers have become extremely sophisticated using many of the tech I've mentioned like AI. This combined with autodialers allows them to reach the most vulnerable people out there. The FTC has estimated that in 2024 in the USA, over $12 billion was lost to scammers. Many of these scams used autodialers. Guys, I have no doubt that if phone companies worldwide were willing to work together, they could shut this down. But they don't care. You see, if fraud occurs, it's either the individuals being scammed who lose their money or their banks. Why would they bother? Well, that's my list. What do you think? My voice is almost gone, guys, but reflecting on this video, it's clear that tech doesn't cause these issues. We do. It's how we implement it. If you're sitting at work right now and you're building tech to use in a manner like I discussed today, rethink your life. We are on this earth for such a limited time, don't waste it by making other people's lives worse. And I think all of us, we need to get tougher on the companies doing this. Yes, our reviews, they get drowned out by bots, but our voices still count. If you see companies that are doing this sort of thing, be tough on your reviews of their products, and if possible, don't buy them. Don't just assume that this sort of behaviour is acceptable because it is the norm. It's not, and we will do the same in our reviews here. In fact, I want to talk a little bit about what we're trying to build over at bestlaptop.deals. We are trying to build a better shopping experience. We are using human experts who test the laptops, not AI. Those people determine what products we recommend. This includes when a laptop is good for a particular user or when its price is a great deal. We scan retailers for these prices and even show you a price tracker so you know when it's the right time to buy. There are no third-party sellers with cheap knockoff products. There is no sponsored results crowding out the search. And there are no fake reviews. In fact, there are no user reviews at all, just our own findings. Look, I'm going to be clear, we have a lot of work to do. Our recommendation engine is undergoing extensive improvements right as we speak. We're trying to solve the problem that most people want the perfect laptop and it just doesn't exist. So we are building tech that shows you which laptop is the one to settle on for your specific use case. And eventually, we do plan to add user reviews. We just want to do it right, and even international support for our non-US viewers. With your help, watching our videos, getting subscribed, and spreading the word about the site, we can make this dream a reality. With tech used in the right way, it's possible to make online shopping less stressful and get you the perfect product for the best price. Till next time, go do something positive with your day, and I will catch you later.